Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Movie Social. We're your hosts, Steph and Rick. Today, we will be continuing our Netflix anime series, The Great Pretenders, Case 2 and 3, which 2 was Singapore, and Case 3 was London, snow of London, essentially. So essentially, Case 2 was pretty much, it was very interesting, because our main character tried to get away from them again. He basically got out of jail and started working on planes.
Well, started off his cars at the auto shop,
Yeah.
and then the guy, seeing how much of a good job he was doing, and
Working on planes.
started having him work on the planes.
And then from there,
This part was hilarious.
he sold them.
Well, actually though, the whole thing was he was in cahoots from the beginning.
Yeah,
This was all a setup just to get him back to them.
pretty much. And basically, what they did was they swindled these these air races that was owned
Speed
by
races.
these brothers, who basically were paying people off to
It was fixed.
to lose. It was fixed, and he paid people off to basically lose and have his brother win. And it was just crazy from like the plot twist that they had at the end was ridiculous.
The whole plot and the whole plan was well thought out, and it's beyond wild. Setting this man up to fail like that, I was like, damn, these people that gullible? I'ma know something is off. Period.
Yeah, I mean, so
played
they
them like a
basically
fiddle.
go through the whole process of getting one of their members on to the team, not team, but racing, and then all of a sudden they come up with this big elaborate plan to have a gambling scheme, and after the gambling scheme, they have it to where it's they made him bet on his brother to win, as he knew his brother was going to win. But what they did was, in the gambling room or the underground gambling casino, they put up these tent that made a certain color look a different color. So when they went off, he would think that his brother lost, and he had like this like pre-tape recording of the actual race, which is I don't know how they set that up, and it made it seem like he lost. Mm-hmm. So he loses, I forget how much money he lost, like $7 million or something like that or more.
He bet everything.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, he goes outside, and when he goes outside, they're like, "Oh my God, you can't believe it! Who won?" And they told him, "Oh, your brother won, of course." And then he goes into the room, and then like they're gone. Mm-hmm. It was wild, man. Your thoughts on the episode, really quick?
I mean,
with the series,
this case was definitely great. From the plot to the setup to the execution of it was phenomenal. I mean, it really makes you think about these con artists, their whole plan and ploys. It was well thought out and well put together. I must say, this is a great anime series so far.
All right, and then we're gonna jump into the third case really quickly. Snow of London. It's basically about a painting, and you find out a lot more about a specific character. I cannot remember her name off the top of my head, but a specific character you find out about her past. Yes, one of the top people who had been doing their thing in the scheming game for quite a long time. Essentially, they tried to scheme this guy into buying this painting that they think that's worth only a couple hundred. Actually worth millions of dollars. They make him pay like $25,000 or something like that, or 25,000 yen.
Yeah,
something like that. Whereas he buys it and then immediately tries to resell it, and then said it's worth like $2.something million.
he's basically a appraiser / auctioneer. Anything that he says is authentic, it's authentic. If he says it's not, then it's not. But he's a really nasty, evil guy in a way, and as we find out, because he conned her past boyfriend to make all these fake forgeries that were so close to the real thing that he almost got fooled by it. And then because these artifacts are basically missing, nobody knows where the authentic ones are. He tries to do that to make a killing off of auctioning them off. Mm-hmm. Things kind of didn't sit too well for everybody.
And it just gets deeper, and they end up scheming him to the point where They bought the picture back from him in the auction. He
Which
gets upset
pissed him
because
off.
he was trying to buy it with his girlfriend in the crowd.
Well, she's not technically his girlfriend. That's the thing. She assumes that he's in love with her. He's
Yeah.
only in love with the fact that
She got money.
has the money to buy these paintings that he wants
Agreed.
for her to keep at her place for him. Which
Agreed.
is weird.
And then, so they buy it, right? Then they have they make it seem like they're gonna auction it back off
And
at
it's
this
shady.
underground, this shady type.
Yeah, for all these criminals that buy the art. That, of course, this is all just to piss him off even more.
So this is how it started. He bought it for $2,500. Let's just say he bought it for $25,000. He sells it for he sells it for like $3 million or something like that.
I thought it was $30 million.
No. When they bought it back off of him,
I thought it was $30 million.
No, it wasn't $30 million. That's after. So
No.
they got him.
And they got him for $100 million.
Yeah, they got him. So they bought it for So they bought it off him for a nice piece of change. Then they came back and made him buy it for $100 million. Yo.
Now, mind you, they were supposed to give him a forgery and not the real thing.
Yeah.
But our character was feeling a little sappy and gave him the real thing. Now, the twist here, though, was they exposed him, his girlfriend, that he was just using her for the money. So, instead of her paying the money to buy this, he had to basically give up everything he owned to put up the money to buy this piece of artwork. And now he's stuck with just this artwork for over $100 million. No house, no nothing, no business. And he's looking like a fool because she wants nothing to do with him. She's getting rid of all the artwork. And now he's just stuck with this painting. No money, no nothing. His credibility has been shot.
Yep.
Because he knows he will never get over $100 million for this painting.
It's a crazy series, man. And I was advised that there were going to be more cases, which I cannot wait to see. I really enjoyed this anime series. Your thoughts on the anime series and the totality of it?
Oh, definitely. I loved it. I'm hoping that they do release the Case 4 and I believe Case 5 that's over in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But they definitely need to keep this one going. Keep it coming Netflix in Japan. Definitely.
Yes. So just let us know how you felt about The Great Pretenders. Let us know in the comments. Let's spark up a conversation. If you have any animes that you would recommend us watch, let us know. And until next time.